Hey guys, welcome to the Tire Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Imaginext Color Changers Joker Funhouse. So this is really cool. Now, when we first saw pictures of this back in January, this was probably the newest kind of thing coming out this year that I just got the most excited for because I thought it looked really cool and kind of like a lot of fun and kind of like a step back, but in a good way for Imaginext, kind of like going back to some of the more creative stuff they used to come out with. And I actually found this at Walmart, which genuinely surprised me because typically all the new stuff hits online first, but I actually found this in stores. Here's the other color changers. You get the guns. You can see all the stuff that this does, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I like that. Now, one thing I really like about this set that kind of surprised me is you get this instruction booklet, but it's actually like colored. Typically, like when you get an instruction booklet, like it's just like if you get one, it's just like black and white. But I think that's really cool, and I might end up keeping it. Now the playset itself looks great. I really love the design of it here. We haven't gotten a Joker's Funhouse in years, but I remember the original, the very first one that came out, and I loved that. I had it as a kid, and I like the eyes and I like the teeth. Everything about it just looks kind of fun. Very much Joker-like. And then you got ha 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 on the diving board there. Then you have some little details of some fish that have died in the bowling acid tank that we have there, which is kind of interesting. And then you got some little indents and stuff, and then a little bit of wedges. And then you also get this vehicle, which I think is pretty cool. I don't feel like this had to be included in the set, but I think that's kind of neat that you get a little motorcycle with it. Now, flipping this around, you can see we actually have some pretty cool details on the back here. I got like a little mop bucket and some gears and a little ladder, but you actually have another ladder on this side. And a cool thing is you can actually have the characters climb up the ladder. This isn't something I feel like they actually had to include at all, but I still think it's kind of a cool little detail. And you can put Joker on his little bike. And again, this isn't something that I absolutely needed, but I think it's pretty cool. Now, taking a look at this Batman, this is a Batman we've seen before. This was like, I think, a Ninja Batman, and then it was the Apocalypse armor, and then it was also like the Alex Ross Justice armor. I absolutely love it, but the only difference here is these yellow guard pieces you get so it can breathe underwater, which I think is absolutely cool. I like it. I've always loved this mold. It's pretty good. Here's a comparison with that one I was talking about, and as you can see, it looks nice. Again, obviously the helmet's the only thing that's different, but I still really like it, and I'm glad that if they're going to reuse like Batman molds, definitely this one. Now you also get this, which is really cool. I like how you have this translucent little pipe here that connects the backpack to the gun, but this is basically going to shoot the water, and it's really cool, and you don't get this accessory in like any of the smaller packs, so it's cool it's included here. Now here we have Joker, and I gotta say, I really love the expression on this Joker. It's just like a generic one, but the expression itself is pretty cool, and I like the black tie, and yeah, you can also move some of these parts, which is pretty cool, and yeah, so let's get it all moving. As you can see, you can put Joker in there, and then you can twist the Actionator or Power Pad, and then it moves them, and then you can drop Batman into the tank with that little diving board there. You just pull down on the arrow, and I think those are fun little like little ways to kind of make it work. Now once you pour the water in, as you can see, it actually does really good. Like, I was impressed with how well this does, because I didn't think it was going to do that good, and I really like Joker's like darker colors. And then there's Batman, like you drop him in and boom, he just jumps right straight into it to like Keaton style Batman, and that is pretty cool actually. I really like that. And again, it just kind of surprised me because I didn't think these would really do that well. A lot of like these color changing toys don't always work right, but these actually work really good. And yeah, so we'll get this water gun loaded up, and then we'll apply it and see how it works out. And but yeah, so basically you do that, and you can just spray Joker and paint him. And I really like it. Now, one thing I will say, you got to get the water cold, so definitely keep that in mind. You might want to store it in your refrigerator for like 30 minutes. That's the only thing I would say about this I don't like. You really need to get that water cold to make it work. But I really like the water gun. I think it's a lot of fun, and I feel like it's a really kind of a crucial accessory to the set. So again, it's kind of weird that it only comes in this one set, but it's still pretty neat. Now, if we pour hot water onto the Joker, we can turn him back to normal. And again, it's honestly, like, I'm like, when I was filming this video, because I always film them separately, and then here's Two-Face and Batman also from this line, I was just literally having a blast, just spraying them down and like putting them in the water and changing their colors, because it's kind of insane. Like, I don't know, it works so well. And like, I'll be honest, like, color changing toys are something we've seen several times before, but I really feel like Fisher Price has just really knocked this out of the park, Mattel, because typically like things just don't work this good, at least in my opinion. Some of the color changing toys I had growing up, never like this instant. Like, you put him in the cold, he changes. You put him in the warm, he changes. And I think that's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a kid, I would absolutely love this. Like, I'm not a kid, and I'm absolutely loving this. I'm just having fun with it because it's kind of crazy. But something that's cool too is like, again, these parts are removable. So like that like white teeth base there is removable. So like for cleanup, it's you can actually take that out and clean it. So that makes it a lot easier, which I think is cool. And again, putting Batman in the warm water, he jumps right back to blue and it looks really cool. And then here we have Joker. Again, you just kind of like put him on the diving board, you press the switch, he falls in, and boom, the cold water turns him right back to dark purple. And I gotta say, the alternative colors to this Batman and Joker look really good. I really like them. And yeah, I just think it's really fun. And then boom, we put him in the hot water, and then boom, he's back to green again. And it's just really like a lot of fun. Like I said, going in this video, I was like having to hit pause because I would just kept playing with this because it's just kind of fun. And like I said, this removable sections, and it makes it a lot easier for the cleanup, which is nice. And I don't know if I showed this in the video because it's kind of hard to see because I'm holding the camera and also trying to pour the water. But the little red part there is where you pour the water into, and then it just falls on him. And then you kind of move the character around with like the power pad, and then allows him to like completely get soaked. And again, this is just really cool. And you can also like put the cold water and the warm water, just change the characters. And I just think this works so well. Like, it genuinely surprised me how well this works. And overall, I just really enjoyed this playset because, you know, again, it reminds me of that older Imaginext feel. And then the way they like did the color changing element just works so well in this set. I did pick up Two-Face and that other Batman, but I didn't really do a review on them because I tried and it did not go that well, the actual filming of that video. But yeah, overall, they work really well in this playset. And like I said, you know, you got to get the water very cold. So I recommend putting them in the refrigerator. The cup's removable, so you can actually like fill the little blue cup up there with cold water, put it in your refrigerator for about 30 minutes. But once you get it all set, it works perfectly. And I think for $30, I think you're getting a pretty good set here. You're getting a set, you're getting two figures, you're getting a vehicle, a special accessory in the form of the water gun. And yeah, I just really like this thing. Definitely be checking out your local Walmarts. I got a feeling in the next couple of, honestly, maybe like the next week or month or so, I feel like everything's going to start hitting because a lot of these stores are going to start doing their Christmas reset. So, you know, we're going to start seeing some of these things like bleed through the cracks, obviously like this set, me finding at mine. But, you know, I feel like in about a week or two, we're probably going to be seeing the Christmas stuff coming out. So that's going to be cool. And yeah, I really like this. And again, you know, I think they did a really good job with this set. And yeah, it harkens back to like the older days of this stuff. But thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.